The 2026 Honda CR-V has been one of America's best-selling compact SUVs for over 2 decades. Earlier this week, we broke down the numbers. We gave you the reasons to love it. Today, we're doing what dealerships won't, showing you the real downsides. We've gone through owner forums, reliability data, and direct comparisons with the 2026 Toyota RAV4. What we found is simple. The CR-V is good, but it's not perfect. And in some areas, it's not even close to the competition. There are 5 key weaknesses you need to understand before you buy, and one of them is such a massive gap compared to the RAV4 that it could instantly change your decision. If you're choosing between these two vehicles right now, this might be the most important 10 minutes you watch. Yeah, let's start with its biggest flaw, especially if you ever plan to tow anything. 1. The towing capacity is embarrassing. The 2026 Honda CR-V has a maximum towing capacity of just 1,500 pounds. That's it. Now compare that to the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, which can tow up to 3,500 pounds on AWD trims. That's more than double. In real-world terms, 1,500 pounds limits you to very light-duty tasks. A small utility trailer? Maybe. A single jet ski? Possibly, if you're careful with weight. A small camper? Only the lightest ones. But anything beyond that, a proper boat, a dual jet ski trailer, a loaded motorcycle trailer, the CR-V simply can't handle it safely. And this isn't something Honda is going to fix with a software update. It's a platform limitation. The CR-V was never engineered for serious towing. So for buyers who enjoy outdoor activities, boating, camping, hauling gear, this becomes a deal breaker instantly. You don't want a vehicle that limits your lifestyle. This is where the RAV4 pulls far ahead. That 3,500 pound rating gives you real flexibility, not just capability on paper. If towing matters to you even occasionally, this alone is enough reason to skip the CR-V. 2. Gas engine oil dilution still lingers. Next is something Honda has quietly dealt with for years, and it still matters, especially in colder climates. The gas-powered CR-V trims use a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine. This engine has a known history of oil dilution, where gasoline mixes into the engine oil. Had Honda addressed this issue after earlier models faced widespread complaints and even legal action? Software updates helped reduce the problem, but here's the reality. The underlying engine design hasn't fundamentally changed. The issue tends to show up in specific conditions: short trips, cold weather, and engines that don't fully warm up. If your daily drive is under 10 miles and you're frequently starting a cold engine, fuel can slip past the piston rings before fully burning, ending up in the oil. Over time, that reduces the oil's effectiveness and can increase engine wear. Now, to be clear, this isn't happening to every owner, but it's still something you need to be aware of. The smarter move? Go hybrid. The hybrid CR-V uses a naturally aspirated 2.0-liter engine, which avoids this issue entirely. Yeah, it's not just more efficient, it's mechanically simpler in this context. If you're planning to keep your vehicle long-term, the hybrid isn't just a preference, it's the safer bet. 3. Fuel economy falls behind the RAV4 Hybrid. This one hurts because fuel efficiency used to be a major strength of the CR-V. The 2026 CR-V Hybrid delivers around 40 miles per gallon, combined with front-wheel drive, and about 37 miles per gallon with AWD. Those are solid numbers, but the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid? Around 44 miles per gallon combined, even with AWD. That's a noticeable gap. Over a year of driving, say 15,000 miles, that difference can cost you an extra $250 to $300 in fuel. Stretch that over 5 years, and now you're looking at $1,200 to $1,500. That's not a small number. That's real money, especially when fuel savings are one of the main reasons people choose hybrids in the first place. Honda's system is smooth and refined, but Toyota's hybrid tech is simply more efficient right now. If fuel economy is your top priority, the RAV4 has the edge, no debate. 4. Infotainment bug with Apple CarPlay. Now let's talk about something you'll deal with every single day, the infotainment system. Early reports from 2026 CR-V owners point to a persistent issue with Apple CarPlay. Incoming text messages don't always show up or get read aloud through the system. Your phone receives the message. You feel the notification. But the car doesn't display it or trigger Siri to read it. That might sound small, but in real-world driving, it's frustrating. Oh, you're forced to either ignore the message or pick up your phone, which defeats the whole purpose of hands-free driving. At this price point, that's not acceptable. Now, the good news is, this seems to affect Apple CarPlay specifically. Android Auto users haven't reported the same issue as frequently. And yes, Honda will likely fix this with a future update. But eventually fixed is not the same as working today. Before buying, ask your dealer directly if a software update has addressed this issue. Don't assume it has. 5. No spare tire plus tight rear headroom. First, no spare tire. Like many modern hybrids, the CR-V Hybrid comes with a repair kit instead of a real spare. You get a compressor and sealant. That might work for a small puncture bog, but if you hit a pothole and damage your sidewall, you're stuck. And let's be honest, road conditions aren't always perfect. The solution? Buy a compact spare yourself. It's an extra cost, but it's worth it for peace of mind. Second, rear headroom. The CR-V looks sleek, but that sloping roofline eats into vertical space in the back. If you have taller passengers, especially over 6 feet, they will notice it. Compared to competitors like the RAV4 or Hyundai Tucson, rear headroom is tighter. For many buyers, it won't matter. But if you regularly carry taller adults, test it before you buy. Because once you notice it, you can't unsee it. Final verdict. The 2026 Honda CR-V is still a strong, well-rounded SUV. It's comfortable, practical, and reliable in many ways, but it's not flawless. The towing capacity is limited. The gas engine has a known concern. Fuel economy trails the competition. The infotainment bug is frustrating. And small omissions like the missing spare tire add up. None of these alone may be a deal breaker, but together, they paint a clearer picture. If this helped you make a smarter decision, subscribe to Vetting Vehicles. Next week, we break down another major model, and make sure you walk into every dealership fully informed. I'll see you Monday.